Okay, we are live. And why do I say we? Because it's only me here. Well, actually, I have company of my dog over there and the other dog out there. But anyway, how are you doing? Um, I'm doing these live streams almost every day now. And I can't promise that I will continue daily live streams, but I will do my best. And there are so many things going on that are important, or at least I think they are important. And it's good that we keep talking about this and make people aware of what's going on. Maybe we can make ourselves a little bit wiser in the live stream chat here. Berserker Gang, good to see you. I think we're going to have. I am well, thank you. Yeah, the same to you. I was just saying that I think we're going to have a mostly European uh, discussion or audience here because of the time of the day. But then Joshua says greetings from California. It is almost 9 o'clock in the morning here in Norway. Yeah, so let's get straight to it. Me and names, I'm sorry, but the equivalent of the House Speaker in Russia, in the Duma, said that he said that not they want Russia might want to take Alaska back in the future. And this is it's not like someone in Russia said that. This is the House Speaker in the what would be the equivalent of the Dumas? It's yeah, the elected people. They don't really have the same kind of level of democracy in Russia, sadly, but the so-called elected representatives, I believe it is, and I think it's the equivalent of your over in USA. You have Nancy Pelosi, isn't she the House Speaker? I'm not sure, but anyway, that's not so important. But what is important is that from top level in Kremlin or in in the top level in Russia, they're saying that we might want Alaska back. Now, I had a poll last night. What do you think this is? Is it just a joke? I had a few alternatives there. Is it just a joke? No, it's serious, or it's a one of those political threats that Russia has been known to throw at people that they don't like so much. Here in Norway, we have been subject to that for quite a while. And they are typically saying things like, we might do this, we might do that, if you don't do as we say. Um, and I think that's what's going on here. It is, I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I also had an alternative in the poll, that it's in their right to take back what was once theirs. For those of you who don't know, Alaska was sold to America, to the USA, a long time ago for a ridiculously um, cheap price. Well, it seems very cheap now, at least. um, I don't know. Okay, I'll get to the chat in a few minutes. But is it true, like I wrote in the title there, that they do want Alaska back, or is it just a political threat? I want it. Maybe it's not so interesting right now, what it is, because it is highly unrealistic that they will actually use force to take Alaska back. But what I find, from my perspective, sitting here in Norway, what I find interesting is the response from certain people in North America. Now, a lot of people have said that, well, if you they think that Norway is the same as Sweden. Well, it's not so easy for some people, and they're saying that, well, if they join NATO, then Russia is in their right to do this and that and so on. So, well, what if something happens at your doorstep? Will you say the same? Hmm? So I'm addressing this directly to those haters and trolls. Will you clutch your guns and fight a big Russian bear? You won't be able to do that up there. That we're talking about a world war, world scale war. Um, and I'm just, I know it's highly unrealistic to expect those trolls and haters to see themselves now, okay? But if you are really saying that, if you think that, well, you up there in Scandinavia shouldn't have provoked Russia. Well, look who's talking, huh? And I could tell you that as well. You shouldn't have provoked Russia, should you? Because you have, with your sanctions and this and that. So now they will take Alaska back. So what do you think about that? It's your fault. You shouldn't have provoked them. Okay. That's not what I think. I'm just saying this to try to reach certain individuals. It's a tiny minority here, but they will be in the chat in a few seconds. I'm just trying to reach you with some logic. And I'm asking you to see yourself, you know, I know these people, they will never see themselves. It's not, they're not able to do that. But anyway, so I think this is interesting and it's worth mentioning. Will Russia take military steps to take Alaska back? I don't see that happening. I don't think they will do that. I think I think there are lots of people in Kremlin who like to play tough among their friends and colleagues there and all the other corrupt people there. That they like to do that, and that's what's going on. So, but it's like I said quite some time ago, when I was talking about the war in the Ukraine, that and it was a joke on my behalf. Um, what would you say if they started saying that we'll take Alaska back, and now they are saying that? um, yeah. So, okay. Lots of experts joining here. Um, I think you know it's good to have looked into the numbers. It's good to have spent some time studying the subject before you make yourself an expert on things. Not I'm not talking about anyone here in specifically. I'm just talking about people who are sometimes joining the chat when I talk about this. There's a lot of Putin fanboys out there, and there's a lot of bots as well. People who are either not real people, but a computer program, and there are people paid to use social media, especially alternative platforms, to promote to do Russian propaganda, and there are lots of people who have bought into that. And the thinking is like this: they say that, well, I don't trust mainstream media, and I don't like NATO, so therefore I like Russia. It's like, uh, uh, so okay, yeah. It, I think if we're going to simplify this a lot, then I think for any small state, yeah, like Norway, for instance. Now, Norway has been a member of NATO for a long, long time, and it has enabled us you know, things would probably have looked different and worse because of the resources up north and the borderline to Russia. Um, I'm talking specifically about the ocean borderline, not so much the land borderline there. But, you know, NATO is a big bully. If you look at how NATO has acted in the world, it's it's a big bully. Russia is a big bully, but smaller. So that's how I think about it. Um, yeah. So, and if I had to choose between those two evils, I would. It wouldn't be difficult. I wouldn't live under a Russian style regime because it is much worse, especially if your livelihood depends on freedom of speech. I would say that there is a lot more freedom of speech in most NATO countries, and there is very little freedom of speech in Russia. Um, and yes, this I do know, and I am actually an expert on that because I am a novelist, and I'm also a member and have been a member of the Writers Guild for a long time, and we are communicating with other authors in former Soviet countries and Russia-controlled countries. It is very difficult and very often dangerous to be a writer, a novelist in those countries, because if you write something that the government doesn't like, they will put you in jail, you know. So, before you write that I'm wrong, please do consider that yeah, no, do what you want. I mean, but I know that for a fact. So, but anyway, okay. Just wanted to um, quickly give you an overview of this. And I know the title of this live stream is a bit, absolutist, but you know what? If I try to, nobody clicks on the video or the live stream if I wrote that someone in the Russian Duma said that we might in the future do this and that. I'm sorry, that's how it works, and that's how people work. So, yeah. I think what's going on here is garden prepping. Can I make you a moderator? You don't have to do anything if you don't have time, but I'll sometimes because and by the way, check out garden prepping. It's an awesome channel. Sometimes I'm doing these live streams when most moderators are asleep because of the different time zones and so on. Let's see here. Okay. Bob, good to see you as always. And thank you for being a member. I will make this live stream very short for the simple reason that I've gotten into a topic that will attract haters and trolls and all that. So I'll try to make it quick and then go over to doing a members only live stream that will be a couple of minutes after I finish this one. Let's see. Who else is here? Yeah, Adam says we'd probably end up with more rights under Putin. Well, no, I'm sorry, that's not, no. I will say it like this, you are wrong. And it's not this, I'm sorry, but, have you been to Russia? I've been to Russia. I've been to the Ukraine. I've been to the Ukraine. Not an expert on this, but if you can't really compare it. But I will say this concerning several states, like, for instance, Canada, Russia, the Netherlands, well, many states now, they are moving towards much less freedom. And if we don't fight, and YouTube, I'm saying fight peacefully, okay? Fight peacefully for our fundamental rights that should be present in a democracy. If we let certain people just continue with what they're doing now, it will look very much like Russia in the future. Yeah, John says Russia doesn't have the resources to fight the US. I don't know actually how many resources the US versus Russia. I don't know. I do know that they have a lot less manpower, planes, and military power than the NATO. That I do know. I've seen those numbers. Let's see. Let's see here. Melody is being very, very funny. Trying to write something in English. I don't know if you're just bad at writing Norwegian or if you used Google Translate. Says in English it means why powerlifters shouldn't talk politics. You're being very funny this morning, Melody. You're so funny. Oh, by the way, it works in such a way that people who are disrespectful will be thrown off the channel. That's just how it works. You have to be very, very funny if you're going to be disrespectful. Okay. I'm going to end this live stream now. I think we'll have trolls and haters and all this, and all of that. So Okay. Hi there, Rick. Okay, I'll stop this live stream here. Go crazy in the comment section if you want to. I will have an hold on. Oh, Ash of the Hood, welcome as a member to the channel. So I will do start a members on the live stream just 1 or 2 minutes after I finish this, and I will finish this one right now.